Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode from the Vextron server. My name is MagMayhem and in today's episode we are building a farm that is going to make us absolutely rich. We are currently in the spawn area and in front of a very nice new shop. It's looking fantastic. I wonder who built it. I built it. Who else should have built it? And if we go inside, we get this nice little redstone ornament thing down here, like a useless machine. And this shop is selling all kinds of different stuff, okay? And if we go over here, we see that this thing here, the prismarine shard, sells one of them for 10 bucks. Like, and a spider eye is like one for $1. So if we compare it to all the other things in this shop, I have done the research. This should make us absolutely freaking rich, okay? Magnificently rich. Just hideously rich, okay? So if we just teleport over to the home area, I have done a lot of work since last episode. I've actually drained out like the whole thing. It took me like 6 or 7 hours just clearing it out, removing the ocean monument and everything. And I've actually started designing on the outside walls. This is in no way a final design, okay? This is just me making plans for what is going to come in the future. So if we just hop over here, you can actually see it already to the right. But I'm gonna go all the way over here to show you this thing, okay? This is where the ocean monument used to be. And instead of the ocean monument, we now have a big weird looking box, okay? And I'm going to be explaining exactly how this thing is going to work in a few seconds. So let me just hop over here. Actually I had some help by the owner of the server. We're going to be meeting up with him later in today's episode. But he actually helped me clear this thing out using a command, and so he just entered a few commands and all the water was gone. And the server too, because it actually crashed, but whatever. If we walk inside here, you see that I have made a few different things, okay? This is basically just a big box made of stone brick, and we got some light blue stained glass at the front, just so that we are able to see inside, you know? And if we actually go down here, you see that it's looking kind of interesting, okay? We've got these water screens here that are going to be catching the guardians, and then we've got these glass panes here. I've used black ones just because I think they look a bit better, but yeah, basically when the guardians are in the water screen, basically, and the water screen ends, and on the same block you have the edge of the block, so like it goes down by one block like there, like without the glass pane, just a regular block. The guardians would actually start jumping when they hit the edge and just jump around randomly, weirdly, making it kind of hard to get them all into the collection area. So by using glass panes you can prevent that, because the guardian is still inside the water when he starts to fall, so he's not outside of the water. You don't give him the opportunity to jump, okay? So we just have one layer of those here and another layer of those right there, and then we've done that on both sides, right? And then on the layer above that we have a full layer of open fence gates. The interesting thing about open fence gates, they have a hitbox, but it doesn't collide with anything except water. Like items can go through this, mobs can go through this without any effect. Water cannot. This is why we're using fence gates on top of here, okay? Yeah, let me just hop back up, show you the rest. So I'm currently smelting up a ton of sand into glass because we need quite a lot of light blue stained glass for the next step. I'm just gonna take a little bit of it, and then if we walk over here, yeah, let's actually put on my armor so I'm a bit faster in the water. Depth Strider is the best, everybody. Depth Strider is just the best. So if I go over here and I drop down from there we go. you can see that there's this weird pattern of glass blocks. I don't know if you can actually see it. Let's go down. You see that there's this pattern of glass blocks, okay? In like this kind of misaligned geometric pattern. I don't really know how to describe it, but you can see it basically. What this does is this is like this area here above those is where we're gonna have the water, and the guardians are gonna be spawning in that. And because we could just fill this up solidly with water, but then it would not be flowing water. Basically, it would be like still water. At least the game would consider it as still water, and that means that the guardians would be able to like swim around there like pretty freely, okay? But we want them out of the spawning area as quick as possible so we can have new ones spawning, okay? That's basically how efficiency works, right? And so what we do is we put glass blocks in this pattern, pillars, all the way up, through, all the way through the spawning region, all the way up to top. And that would make it so that next to every single glass block there is a next to every water source there is a glass block next to it, okay? And that makes all of this water considered to be flowing water, okay? Downwards flowing water, and that actually drags the guardians downwards. So that is a big plus for the farm, okay?
Something farm, yeah.
It's called an ocean monument farm or a guardian farm, and it produces prismarine shards and fish and XP.
Which, oh yeah, she made a little shop over here. I will be uploading a speed build of it on my YouTube soon.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, I recorded the whole thing, so all credit will go to her, and you can sell this at the store here for 10 bucks or pounds, whatever. It is a pound sign, so pounds.
That is a ridiculously high price, though.
Yeah, but if you have a look at diamond,
much more valuable than anything else. Like,
hey, come over here. Look. To buy one diamond, it's 3k.
Yeah, 3k is not going to be a problem with it. Like, that's 300 prismarine shards.
I don't know. Maybe it'll change. I don't know.
And that's like 6-7 stacks of them, and I make them in like 10 minutes or something.
To be honest, the first ever shop that humans have ever made, I'm pretty sure it was so unbalanced.
Yeah, probably. They had no idea what they were talking about.
Yeah. I made sure there's no exploits in there. And that is my first
There is an exploit in there. I actually found an exploit.
Did you?
I think I did. You can buy a wet sponge for 40 bucks, right? And then you smelt it and then you sell it for 80 bucks.
You can smelt that?
Yeah, you can smelt it into a normal sponge. Like the wet sponge, you smelt it into a normal sponge.
I just made it lower price because like it's wet, and I thought it was useless.
No, actually, when you put them in a furnace and you put a bucket in the second slot of the furnace, the bucket gets filled with water.
Okay, well now you can only sell it.
Yeah.
There you go. No, there you go.
So,
we'll move that for now.
I'll fix it
some other time. I'll fix it some other time. I hope you didn't use it, but that's fine otherwise.
Basically, what I'm gonna do today is like I'm gonna like, drop down here and then like raise all of these pillars.
Alright, do you want to give me some blocks so I can do that as well with you?
Yeah, sure. Where do I throw them so they don't get...
This one here. So I can fly, so I can just fly down there if it falls down there.
Okay. When it's about like life and death, you cannot really think logically anymore. You're just reacting to the situation in a way.
Dude, that's so weird. Dude, look. Look at this.
What? What?
Go to the water and look upwards. Watch. When I fall down this main stream, it goes slowly. When I go in the side one, I go fast.
Yeah, and I can explain you exactly why that is. Okay, this water here is next to a block, okay, which means it is technically considered downwards flowing water. This water here is not next to a block, so it's technically not considered downwards flowing water. The downwards floating drags you and every other mob in the game downwards. And I'm actually using that in this farm. That's what the glass is for. So that every block is next to something,
Okay.
and it
I
drags
feel
them
dumb now,
downwards.
by the way. I feel dumb now. You know, in high school, yeah, the one, apparently the most hateful, disgusting hate word you can say in my high school, have a guess. Have a guess what it is.
I don't know, nerd?
You play Minecraft.
Oh my god, how bad! You are creative. You have a sense of self-evaluation. Oh my god, you're artistically... What? How is that an insult?
I don't know. Well, apparently it is. In my high school.
Okay, high schools are bad. We could actually try it out right now.
Okay.
I would just
Press
like to
this.
stop this burning. Okay, now I'm not burning anymore. That almost got me. So...
Do you want me to press the Z button?
Yeah, push
Or
the
is
button.
it a what? Yeah, okay.
Push the button.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ah,
I
okay,
just
now
pressed
it goes.
I was showing with
That was a bit slow.
you. I know,
Okay,
I just pressed the button when
it
you
looks
said.
pretty good. It's like very vibrant blue. I like that. Now
Okay,
the
let's show the
question
camera angle.
is, does it actually work? Like, okay, I'm not getting any guardians yet. So guys, 3 days have passed since I've been last recording, and I'm gonna just hop over there quickly and show you exactly what exactly I've been doing here, because it has been a ton of work. It has also been a hideous amount of fun. Seriously, I'm having so much fun just decorating these things. Okay, I'm just gonna hop over there really quick. Unfortunately, also I am out of depth strider, okay, because I've built this ocean monument farm thing, right, and then I had to go downstairs into the caves to try to light up everything in order to get better spawns, because guardians share a mob cap with other kinds of hostile mobs, like all the standard ones like creepers, skeletons, zombies, and all that kind of stuff. Alright, and I went down there, and little did I know that it would take all of my items and destroy them. Yeah, basically I died to a creeper explosion, and then the clear lag just showed up down there in the chat box and destroyed all of my items. But okay, I'm all the way back to diamond armor, and I'm gonna be showing you exactly what I've been doing right now, okay? So if you take a look over here, you see that there's this weird tunnel kind of thing, okay? And this over there is the guardian farm. It's currently turned off, so just so I can show you exactly how it works. I'm gonna be dropping down here. Luckily I do have feather falling, so this here is going to be our little spiral staircase that I've been building. It's going to drag all the way upwards, at least like here in the lower levels of the build, because this whole thing here is later going to be a massive tower that goes like about 100 blocks into like the sky, right? And so we're gonna have this spiral staircase that leads up all the way like to ocean level, or maybe a bit above that. And then we're gonna have like a massive elevator or something that takes us up into the upper levels later. But let's just head down and show you what I've been doing, okay? Because I had this really specific idea as to how I wanted everything to look. I wanted to have this very gray kind of style with a little bit of dark prismarine, like a lot of gray blocks like andesite, stone slabs and stone bricks and all that kind of stuff, maybe some gray wool out there, and mixed in together with some dark prismarine, it would give this kind of oceanic but still monumental stone kind of vibe, you know? So if we just go down, it starts becoming really impressive, okay? Okay, because not all of this is claimed right now, I'm still gonna be traveling between claimed zones, and then I get this message on screen like this one here or this one. So I'm just gonna turn off my inventory using F1 like this, and just so you guys can see pretty clearly what exactly is going on. Okay, we've got this beautiful spiral staircase here. I'm really proud of this design. Kind of, it's pretty smooth. It's pretty much perfect. But if you, oh yeah, look at that. If you go down here, you start getting an idea as to how I want this thing to look. Okay. If we go down here, also let me just quickly turn on the thing. So the thing is now turned on, and you can see that the guardians are spawning, and I think this is looking really cool. Okay, if we just hop down like to the floor, you see that. Okay, first of all, we have got a floor. Okay, let's start with the floor. Okay, we've got some sea lanterns in there. I think that looks really cool, mixed in with some gray blocks, and then these stairs going in like this every second block, creating this kind of alternating between andesite and stairs. Really nice. Then we've got some dark prismarine on the outside, framing everything in, holding the path, giving like this path kind of shape. Okay, and then what I went for on the walls is like we've got these massive pillars here, right? With the prismarine and the stone, of course, and it goes the prismarine goes all the way over, like to the next one on the other side, and that creates these kind of archway type things out of dark prismarine. And then I also had to make like a little backdrop here in the wall, just to fill up the wall, and I went for some gray wool with some andesite in the background, and I just put some alternating stone slabs in front of that. That should have created like this really cool kind of wall template. Okay, so if we walk over here, actually turned the game sounds off for this because these guardians are really quite loud. You see that the guardians are falling in there like this. Okay, and then they cannot get back out of the water, you know, they cannot get out of there. I'm just gonna go over here just so I can show you guys a little bit easier. Okay, these are where the guardians are dying. We've got fence gates blocking the lava from flowing downwards, and then we've got the guardians just jumping up and down and just hitting their head in the lava, which damages them quite easily, and then they're also burning, which kills them basically. Okay, and then we've got some hoppers here. These are just 10 hoppers, okay, with some black carpet on top, and that fills up these chests, okay, like this first row of chests. And then we've got some hoppers underneath those chests, filling into those chests, and the same thing on those chests again, filling into these down below. Okay, and if we just open it up, we see that we do create quite a lot of guardian stuff, like fish and prismarine and crystals and all that kind of stuff. Okay, and I like that. Okay, what I've gone with here design wise is like this big kind of octagon shaped window, because it kind of resembles the shapes that the guardians have, at least a little bit, you know, and then it brings it like a little bit more together. Okay, like just design wise, right? I tried going for the whole guardian kind of color palette a little bit more. We've got like some prismarine in behind that window, like just in the lower section, that ties in with the guardian color very good. And then the lava just looks pretty much exactly the same color as the orange highlights in the guardians, which also makes this thing look really cool, right? And I am just super excited as to how this corridor has come out. Okay, of course this is not everything. Yeah, look at the spiral staircase. You can get a very good idea of how it's gonna look later if you just look at how it blends in right here, like with the other colors. It was getting quite tricky to like connect this part of the wall up with these parts of the wall, so I just like put in some gray wool, which by the way is the hardest block to obtain from all of the blocks that I'm using in this build palette. The gray wool is the hardest to get because it's gonna take hours to get sheep over here, and I do have some sheep on solid land, but I cannot teleport there, and it takes a few minutes to get there every time, which also means that while I'm hanging out here, the sheep are not loaded, which means they're not growing fur and they're not growing up. So I can't really breed them up conveniently, which makes the gray wool like by far the most expensive part of the whole thing, okay? Like the stone, I can just take it out of the ground, you know? Prismarine, I just generate it. Like sea lanterns, the same. It's really just the gray wool that is becoming quite tricky to get, okay? Also, quick explanation as to why exactly I went with this shape of the Guardian farm, because I know there is more efficient designs that work faster, that work better, you know? But I really just wanted this big flat wall kind of thing, because I've had a very specific idea as to what I want this tower to look like, okay? I want to have like the grand and really lit up areas and like really sacred, really monumental kind of areas upwards. Like these are going to be like the top layers of the tower, and these here, like the lower layers of the tower, are supposed to be kind of dark and kind of dingy and like evil and that kind of stuff, right? And you know, where in superhero movies, like you have like the super villain or something, like the leader of the evil corporation or something, who has like this weird office kind of thing, and in the back there's this gigantic fish tank or something, this really big aquarium where there's like whales and orcas and that kind of stuff, and sharks swimming behind the office chair of that person. Yeah, I want that. I want exactly that. I want to have an office with like a throne or something where I can sit on, and then I want like this big gigantic aquarium thing in the background, you know? And this is why I've been doing this shape here, okay? Because I want this thing to be the aquarium in the back, and then I can just, on the next layer, because this tower is going to be working in layers, obviously, right? That you can use the spiral staircase to traverse between, okay? And this layer here, where we've got this horizontal ring of prismarine over here, right? That goes all the way around, like so. This ring of prismarine is going to indicate where the next layer of the floor is going to be. And then I'm gonna drag that up all the way to here or something, where I'm gonna have like a office kind of chair, kind of throne thing, okay? This is going to be my next plan, okay? And I want this room to kind of open up from here, like, and then like with diagonal walls linking up to this side of the thing and this side of the thing, and then in the middle I want my throne kind of thing. This is gonna be the throne room / office room, whatever, right? And then like a little bit to the back like this, I want to have like storage on both walls of the corridor kind of thing. I want to go with a corridor kind of thing, but a lot higher this time, like a lot less squashed, like upwards, like a lot more stretched upwards, like so it gets this monumental kind of feel, right? And then I want like storage walls on this side and on this side, and probably even incorporate a storage system in that already sorts items and puts them into their chests and everything. Keeps everything nice and tidy. Yeah, this is like my plans for next episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Minecraft Survival from the Vextron server. If you did enjoy it, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and all that kind of stuff, right? Write a comment down in the comment section just to tell me what the hell you think about my videos, right? Let me see you in the next episode, alright? Bye!